U.S. Vice President Kamala Harris starts this Saturday a week-long trip to Africa in what is being seen as the latest attempt at counterbalancing China's influence on the continent. Vice President Harris is expected to visit Ghana, Tanzania and Zambia as she focuses on economic development, climate change, food security and the rising youth population.
She's going to give a major speech in the capital of Ghana and also engage with a lot of young people in the country. She's focused a lot on the rising youth generation in Africa. The median age on the continent is only 19 years old, and roughly half of the world's population growth is going to happen in Africa over the next several decades, which is just an enormous potential for the region. When she gets to Tanzania, she'll be meeting with the country's first woman president, and that's a place where the country's trying to solidify its democracy and try to institute some governing reforms. So we should expect her to highlight some of that as well. And then on to Zambia, where there'll be more talk about entrepreneurship, food security, other issues that kind of have dominated conversations in Africa.
For Harris, the objective is to deepen and reframe U.S. relationships in Africa, focusing on the continent as a place of growth and investment destination, not just aid packages.
Harris is going to be facing sort of a delicate balancing act on this trip. A lot of U.S. outreach to Africa is rooted in this U.S.-China rivalry. China has a lot of influence on the continent through lending countries money, through building major infrastructure projects like roads and railroads. But at the same time, U.S. officials don't want African leaders to feel like they're being caught in the middle of this geopolitical chess match between the U.S. and China. They want to make African leaders feel like they're dealing with them on their own terms. And that's something that the vice president will need to balance while she's there to try to form partnerships that help the U.S. In its geopolitical goals, but also create its own relationships with African countries as well.
Harris's visit will be closely watched as she's the first person of color and first woman to serve as vice president. Her mother was born in India, her father was born in Jamaica, and she was raised in California.